I suppose the four syllables Casablanca make you break out in a rash because everybody talks to you about it. And I remember a story you told when a show we did one time before. Well, the incredible fact that you didn't know which man you were going to win in the end, of course, is astonishing. And I know I'm sure you're tired of hearing it. And do I remember correctly that the director, was that Michael Curtiz?
Yes.
Said to you, just sort of play in the middle?
Yes, yes.
Because you didn't know which man
Don't give too much to one or the other, because they hadn't decided which man she actually was in love with. It sounds unbelievable, but we were going to do two ends. We were going to shoot both ends. That I go with the husband and that I stay with Humphrey in Casablanca, and find some reason the husband leaves alone. We never knew what we were doing from one day to the other, so it seems very strange that that picture, of all pictures that were much better organized and written, that one with all the confusion and script written day by day, and Humphrey Bogart was very bad humor because he never knew what he was going to do next. That one became a classic. And
looks now like a perfect model is worked out as a Hitchcock film.
Yes, doesn't it?
Is there any truth to the rumor that you and Bogey, as I like to call him, having never met him, actually sat in the commissary saying, how are we going to get out of this turkey? It's going to ruin both our careers.
Well, I'm sure that we talked about it, but he usually didn't talk to anyone except the producer and the director, and then he was always bawling them out for something. He was angry all the time. He didn't talk much to me.
Really?
No, I couldn't. What could I do to help him?
Was he unapproachable?
Couldn't rewrite the dialogue.
You couldn't break the ice with the...
No.
I mean, was he a forbidding personality in that way? Hard to get?
Yes, he was very much by himself, and very much, if he talked to anybody, that was to the director and to the producer, discussing this terrible mess we were in. So,
but was that a kind of ego of, I don't speak to my fellow players?
No, I shouldn't think so at all. No, he was just upset. He had done The Maltese Falcon, which was an enormous success. Just before, he had done lots of wonderful movies, and then he's placed in this movie when they don't know what the next day's work should consist of. And we had very good actors, as you remember. Every small part was a top actor. And I think that helped an awful lot to put it all together, because the actors were so good.
There's a legend, and you confirmed it for me, that once, I believe, at Harvard, where they show that film every week, apparently, the sound went off, and the students chanted the dialogue.
Yes, yes. Yes, I was told. I went to see this club, Casablanca. All the photographs all over the walls and the matches, everything, Casablanca, Casablanca. And they knew the dialogue so well. So when the sound broke, two of the boys stood up and read all the dialogue for them.
That's marvelous. Can you tell me anything about Claude Rains? Does he know how much we film fans loved him, I wonder? Did he?
I don't know if
Was he a happy man?
I didn't get to know him either. Yeah. There are some people that you always stay kind of, it's working and you read the dialogue, and it's not that they're show off or stand off or whatever you want to call it. They just want to have their private life. They pull down a curtain. They are on this side, and you are there. They'll put up the curtain a little bit to act with you, but then down it goes again. You never get to know them privately. I never got to know Leslie Howard privately, that I worked with, my first leading man in Intermezzo. There are many like that.
But the life of Hollywood
Claude Rains is one of them. He was a fine actor, and I liked him very much. But I can't remember that we ever had dinner together or saw each other privately or went to parties together.
I remember Betty Davis saying on a show of mine, somehow when Claude Rains died, she said that seemed to close the door on a certain era of fine screen acting and so on. Well, I guess
I agree that he was a great actor, but I hope that the door isn't closed for all the young people that are now trying.
No, I think she was talking about how he so symbolized an era for her, and yes. They made so many films together.
Yes, maybe they did.
So on.